Good morning. As already stated by my partner Amanda, we are not in favor of manned space exploration. And as Amanda already explained, exploring space is dangerous. Human life exploration can't be performed without protection. Not only is going to actual space increasing risk, but the mission there is dangerous as well. And as she already mentioned, there have been deaths on our mission to space. A journalist, Crystal Lombardo, states, "It can't be denied that space exploration puts astronauts' lives in danger, even if they know what they are signing up for. In fact, many accidents have happened over the years and have resulted to numerous injuries and even deaths. The Apollo 1 manned mission, for example, ended when its crew members were killed in a cabin fire as they conducted a launch rehearsal test. The Challenger space shuttle exploded less than 2 minutes after liftoff, killing all of its 7 crew members." And I know James mentioned that that space is dangerous, but what hasn't been dangerous? But if we can eliminate deaths and the dangers and the risk of humans by just sending robots, knowing that, okay, yes, there is always dangers everywhere, but once again, we're eliminating the risk of human beings, so that didn't make sense to me. So missions to space expose astronauts to many health problems. And once again, the quote that I'm going to read from journalist Crystal Lombardo, she states that health issues such as cancer and cardiovascular issues, even if missions don't always end up in disasters, they can still expose astronauts to a wide range of health problems. Studies have shown that spending long periods of time in zero gravity can seriously affect a person's cardiovascular and skeletal systems that make them prone to various illnesses. Exposure to high energy ionizing cosmic rays, which are present in space, can lead to development of cancer. So transitioning your body from one gravity field to another isn't easy. It affects a few parts of the body, and it increases bone loss as well, which is one of the other health issues. Scientist Kelly Mars states, "Transitioning from one gravity field to another is trickier than it sounds. It affects your orientation, head-eye and hand-eye coordination, balance, motion, and you're likely to experience motion sickness. If you have to land a spacecraft on Mars, it could be a pretty dangerous situation. And NASA has learned that without gravity working on your body, your bones lose minerals. With density dropping at over 1% per month. By comparison, the rate of bone loss for elderly men and women on Earth is from 1% to 1.5% per year." So that's just the space, but even coming back onto Earth, it doesn't mean that you're green for your bones to get better. It hasn't been proven that it'll increase your bone level once you come back to back to Earth. Journalist Kelly Marsh states that even after returning to Earth, your bone loss might not be corrected by rehabilitation, so you could be at a greater risk of fractures later in life. And as Amanda mentioned, and I feel like the biggest one right now is because of our plan to go to Mars is radiation. So let's remember that Earth has multiple layers that protect us from radiation. And when we do travel when mankind travels to space, exposure radiation is increased. So NASA states that astronauts are exposed to ionizing radiation with effect dosages in range from 50,000 to 2,000 MSV. 1 SME of ionizing radiation is equivalent to about 3 chest x-rays, so that's like if you have 150 to 6,000 chest x-rays. And this is key, especially when the plan to traveling to Mars is so big right now. Most all scientists have been saying that the most dangerous aspect of traveling to Mars is space radiation, which is why we are for sending robots. It just makes more sense. Robots and rovers are more efficient. Yes, in the beginning, humans were more capable, but as time is progressing, we made better robots. I know James is stating that humans are more efficient than robots. They bring back sample returns, and if they are supposed to come back to Earth and not just stay up in space, it is higher money to bring them back. But at the end of the day, robots are still cheaper than humans because, like Amanda mentioned, we don't have to come up with all these things like the bigger space to get all the astronauts up there, their food, how are they going to use the restroom, all the technology that they're going to need up there. And robots are becoming so much more technologically advanced. Scientist Sarah Skoll says, slowly but steadily, robot game has been upped, making unscrewed missions more attractive. For instance, compared to Spirit and Opportunity rovers, which landed in 2004, the Curiosity rover, which landed down just 8 years later, is more than 3 times larger and 10% faster, and much more powerful from the sun, and has twice as many instruments. So I believe that robots are becoming more effective and more efficient, And I think sending robots is going to be key when in Mars, because, like we mentioned, we don't know everything about Mars yet. We haven't explored it enough. And I believe the first people, or like the first things that should be sent are robots, because of all the dangers that humans can go through. Thank you.